Welcome to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast, the show that delves into the reasons we love to choose, wrap, and share gifts with each other. Hi, I'm your host, Eve Kale, founder of Gift Wrapped by Eve, and I'm on a mission to help you experience the joy of gift giving while also considering the planet. Each episode, I'll be sharing ideas or interviewing guests who will help inspire your choice of gifts and how you present them. Whether that's for your own gifts or products you create or sell in your small business, will help you consider how to make small changes that can help your gifting be a little greener. Hello, and welcome back to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast, the show where we unwrap the world of eco-friendly gift wrapping and thoughtful gifting for handmade businesses, thoughtful gifters, product sellers, and creatives who want to stand out sustainably. It's a very special episode today because it is the last episode of season 1 of the podcast. I remember when I was thinking about putting this podcast together, I couldn't believe that I would get to this point. Thank you so much for being here and for continuing to listen. Now, as I am recording this episode, it is Plastic Free July. This is a global movement encouraging us all to cut down on single-use plastics for the month. And for the duration, it's encouraging us to make small swaps that we stick to and create new habits. If you're a small business listening to this and you send out packages and parcels, this is the perfect time to take a look at how you're wrapping and packaging your products. So that is what this episode is all about. Don't worry, this is not about perfection or putting a lot of pressure on you. Today I'm going to chat you through 5 simple but powerful ways that going plastic free with your packaging can actually help you attract more customers. And I'll share why you absolutely don't have to do it all at once to start seeing a difference. So whether you're just curious about making the changes or you've already swapped the bubble wrap for something a bit prettier and planet friendly, this episode is for you. So tip number 1, eco-conscious shoppers are actually out there looking for you. They're searching for businesses like yours. And thanks to movements like Plastic Free July, more and more people are becoming mindful of not just what they're buying, but also how it's packaged, and they're often making choices based on that. So when your packaging reflects their eco-conscious values, it's going to make their decision so much easier, and they'll choose you over a business that's still using lots of bubble wrap and shrink film, because it's, you're making it clear that you care about the things that they care about. You'll be the obvious choice, and that's really powerful. It also builds trust and credibility with you as your brand. So when someone opens up a package and they see that you've avoided unnecessary plastic, it tells them that you are thinking beyond just that initial sale. It's showing that you care about the bigger picture, something that's bigger than you, something that is important as a value for your own business. That's going to build credibility for you, especially in the gifting space. We're prolific gift givers here in the UK, and this is why I'm so passionate about sharing ways that we can make our gifting greener. People want to buy gifts that they feel proud of, proud in terms of the choices that they're making, and if they're eco-conscious in other areas of their life, then why would they not want to do that with gifting too? So if you are a business that's showing that you are being thoughtful, it's going to reflect on them with their choices as well. So whether you have started to think about this with swapping, for example, plastic tape for paper, or perhaps you're looking at the tissue paper that you're using instead of perhaps cellophane, those details do matter. Adding those elements into what you're creating is going to help you build trust. And trust helps repeat custom. So number 3, your packaging is part of your brand story. So I know you're only probably a solo person. If you're creating handmade gifts, it's probably just you. Perhaps you're a network marketer and you are part of a bigger brand. But every single time that you send out a package or an order to a customer, you are evolving your brand experience. Every touch point that your customer comes across you, they are building up a story in their minds about the brand, the type of brand that you are. So going plastic free or trying to make greener choices when it comes to packaging is part of that brand story and part of the experience. Going plastic free doesn't mean that your packaging has to be plain or boring, far from it. There's lots of different options. There's lots of different types of craft paper you can use. You could use fabric wraps. You can switch to things like paper stickers, twine in lots of different colours, or eco-friendly ribbon, dried flowers. I mean, there are so many different options that look really good too. And at Gift Wrap by Eve, I'm really passionate about showing you that it's easy to make these changes, and what you create can still look great as well. They can still feel high-end, they can still feel intentional, they can still fit with your brand values, your brand colours. There's so much that you can do, and it will still look good. But don't worry, you don't need to make all of these changes at once. Perhaps this month you just want to make one change to show your intention to be thinking about going plastic free. My suggestion is the first step, if you haven't already, switch to paper tape for your wrapping, for your packaging. It is one small step on the road to being greener with your packaging. Maybe next month you can try something different. It's about building things up gradually. Remember, those small intentional swaps and sharing what you're doing with your customers says a lot about your values, and it helps people remember you as being different. Tip number 4 is that doing this will actually make your parcels more shareable. So we know that unboxing content is absolutely huge right now on social media, particularly. When a customer opens something, they often will share it if it's something that they are particularly excited about or proud of. Particularly in the small business world, I know that I choose to buy from small businesses, and I will support them by sharing what I receive, because I know it's a way that can help spread the word, and it's another way that I can support small businesses. So you want your customers to be doing that too. And if you are sharing the ways that you're being greener, and that's important to your customers, they will be more likely to share the content with their friends, family, followers as well. So let's make a difference in how somebody receives their gift, what it looks like, and let's make it shareable. You can even remind people to share it by adding a little personal note inside the package. You don't need a big budget for this. This is word of mouth marketing, and it's one of the easiest ways that you can build a loyal following. When your customers feel proud of what they're receiving from you, they're going to show it off and talk about it. So tip number 5, that making these changes now is going to help future-proof your business, because this is the future. At the moment, you might feel like making these changes it feels maybe a little bit like a hassle. Perhaps it feels like you're going against the grain and it's something that's more difficult to do. But actually, the more people that start doing this, the more it's going to become the norm. We're already starting to see those shifts. Paper tape, for example, wasn't readily available. Now there are lots of different places that you can get it from, and it's becoming more normal. It's more normal for people to talk about how they feel about how something is packaged. So it's a smart move to be ahead of the game, making those eco-friendly swaps now, and then you'll actually be ahead of other people. And again, that's going to help you stand out and be more memorable. You never know, by exploring doing these changes, you might discover new suppliers. You might discover things that are more cost effective or more creative, or you might find something that's completely unexpected that actually looks better than what you're using now. An example of that is swapping from plastic bubble wrap to the honeycomb paper packaging, which does a great job of protecting breakable items but also looks really good too. So it's about staying flexible here. It's about thinking about your values first, and being aligned with the kind of customers that you want more of. So, quick recap. Here are the 5 reasons why going plastic free with your packaging and wrapping can help you attract more customers. So, it speaks directly to eco-conscious shoppers who are looking out for you. It builds trust, and it shows that you care about the bigger picture, not just about the product and the sale that you're making today. It actually adds an extra layer to your brand story. It makes your parcels more shareable so that you create user-generated content. And it keeps you adaptable and aligned with the future. But remember, you don't have to do all of this at once. Start small, pick one thing to change, and then celebrate your wins. Your customers aren't expecting perfection. They're looking for you to be making a change thoughtfully, and they're going to notice those changes. So don't forget to tell them what you're doing. So this is the last episode in season 1 of the podcast. Thank you so much for being here for season 1. I'm going to be taking a short break from recording over the summer holidays, and so season 2 is going to be back in September. I've already got some really exciting guests lined up, and I will also be doing some solo episodes to help you get ready for the busy pre-Christmas season. I know it's July and I'm talking about festivities already, but I hope you've enjoyed this first season. Please do get in touch either with me on Instagram or Facebook at Gift Wrapped by Eve. I'd love to know what you've enjoyed about this first season, the kind of guest that you'd like to see coming up, or perhaps you'd like to be a guest. Please get in touch. I'd love to chat with you about whether you want to be a guest on the podcast. So if you have enjoyed listening to the podcast, do come and follow me on social media at Gift Wrapped by Eve, or come and hang out with us in my free Facebook community, Gift Wrapped by Eve, Learn Eco Gift Wrapping. It's a lovely space, a lovely community full of ideas, inspiration and practical tips. It'll help you with growing your business, and it'll also help you with inspiration for your own gifts too. Thank you for listening to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast. For free resources, head to giftwrappedbyeve.com/freebies and follow Eve on socials at giftwrappedbyeve on Instagram and Facebook.